everybody, Rose Matter here. Welcome to part 18 of my Danganronpa 2 Goodbye Despair Let's Play. In the last episode, we concluded the investigation into Nekomaru's murder, and we are now about to get into the 4th class trial. This one, I know I say this every time, but this one I am very nervous about because this one seems like it's going to be complicated. You guys have even said that this is a tricky one, and considering how badly I did in the last class trial, that does not bode well for me. But you've also said that this is probably one of the best class trials in the entire series, so that gives me some hope that I won't be insanely disappointed like I was with the 3rd one. But yeah, let's get into it, and wish me luck, guys, because I think I'm going to need it. Alright, so I've had some time to think about my theory, my hypothesis about who the murderer might be, and I have to say, I don't know. I really have no clue who it could be, and I know the joke is, I'm gonna say Fuyuhiko. You guys gave me some crap, maybe deservingly so, in the comments for, you know, always suspecting him, but I can't help it. He's just, he just always either seems to be in the wrong place at the wrong time, or he says something that I think is like, that seems kind of weird. Maybe even though I really like him as a character now, maybe there's that part of me that just is still a little bit just like unsure of him, but I don't want it to be him. I really don't. So for my, I'm gonna say, based on the whole thing about, you know, messing around with the elevators, and potentially with the clocks, maybe to throw off the time of the murder, I'm gonna say Kazuichi. Maybe also partially because I want it to be him. Of all the characters that are still around, he's the one I'm the least kind of attached to. So I don't have any like theory about how it happens. That one I'm just completely like, I don't know. I'm just gonna let the game tell me how it happens. But yeah, I'm gonna say Kazuichi. And yeah, let's get into the class trial and let's see what happens.
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial. During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it.
And look at all those crossed out faces.
If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island.
I thought in the last class trial, Monokuma was like, oh, you know, why am I even going over all this? You guys know this by now. Anyway.
I'm sure you guys are starving by now, but let's get revved up and raring to go. Whoever survives will be treated to a fancy lunch. Guess what? Rabbit curry is on the menu.
Huh? I'm not the main ingredient, right?
I'm here today because Coach Nekomaru risked his life to protect me.
I don't think at all that Akane did it. I know I said something during the investigation, but I said something about pretty much everybody. But I don't think she did it. And there's also the whole thing about the dead room. There's a potential that someone might have cleared the dead room before Nagito and was able to go in between the rooms, or the houses, I should say. And let's be honest, Akane is not smart enough to be able to figure that out. And I say that as someone who wasn't able to figure out the dead room puzzle myself, so no shade to Akane.
I'm gonna be the one who avenges him. I'll definitely find out who the killer is.
And maybe it's the game throwing me off, but I think of everybody here, she is the one, other than the obvious people I know who didn't do it, like Nagito and myself, that I don't think she did it.
I'm definitely not tempted by curry. Got it?
Akane, you seem to have an impressive amount of drool flowing from your mouth.
Hey, why don't we try going over the incident?
I'm sorry, Fuyuhiko, baby business boy. I'm sorry. I just, every time I look at him now, I feel guilty.
We weren't able to leave Strawberry
for
House.
thinking it's him all the
time. So I want to make sure we get a detailed understanding.
I discovered Nekomaru's body a little before 7 a.m.
Please don't be Sonya either, please.
I headed over to Grape Tower for Monokuma Taichi and found the body there. Hajime and Chiaki were also with me.
Hajime was with Miss Sonia and Chiaki that early in the morning?
Oh, Kazuichi, I really hope it's you.
Don't tell me you three were together since last night!
Imbecile! I am not some woman with flexible legs.
Of course you're not. You're much classier than that.
With legs like those, I could probably do the splits real easy.
I really don't like Kazuichi's, like, kind of slut-shaming, being like, oh, anyway, I'm not gonna get into it. Let's hope it's Kazuichi.
We just happened to run into each other on the first floor of Grape House and went to the tower together.
And then, the three of us discovered Nekomaru's body.
The body discovery announcement was made soon after. Akane heard that and rushed over.
We heard the body discovery announcement too, from Strawberry House, obviously. As I recall, we found out the elevator was out of order, which left us stuck.
So we decided to go to the tower for the time being and headed for Strawberry Hall. But someone even broke Strawberry Hall's door button.
Oh yeah, that's right too.
We couldn't go anywhere because of that.
Yeah, the door was also busted.
Thinking we should at least find some method to communicate, we set our sights on the lounge telephone.
Forget these boring intros. Let's talk about the killer. Anyway, it's definitely someone from Strawberry House.
What do you mean, definitely?
There's no way a chick would kill someone so cruelly. So it must be one of you Strawberry House dudes. One of you better hurry up and confess, or I'll break all of you in half!
But then, I don't know. I know Akane's also speaking from emotion, and she wants the curry. But she wants vengeance for Nekomaru, but just the whole thing about like, oh, guy, it has to be a guy. It's just like, I don't know.
You're the cruelest one here!
Who knows, Akane may have broken the... I don't know how she'd be able to do it, but maybe she broke that stuff with her bare hands. She's pretty strong.
Now. Enough with the lovers' quarrel. We need to think about this seriously.
This is my usual thing, where even when I say there's no way this person could have done it, I still am like, but maybe.
We don't have the luxury of discussing irrelevant things. The incident this time has many questions.
Yes, it does.
The incident notwithstanding, I also have many questions.
Then let's start with something even Miss Sonia can understand.
Wow.
The weapon.
You slut-shame her, and then you also imply she's stupid. Yeah, I really hope it's you, Kazuichi. Oh, and then I forgot about Nagito just being like this now.
Well, the weapon is obvious, right?
Oh my god, I don't like this.
What the heck,
I don't
you
like
guys?
this Nagito at all.
You can totally tell just by looking.
You can tell what the weapon is just by looking? It wouldn't be much of a mystery if that were true. The only thing at the crime scene that looked like a weapon was probably... Okay, he's gotta be talking about the hammer, right? Oh my god, there's a lot of stuff here, but... that seems pretty obvious about the weapon situation.
I guess we should figure out the weapon first.
The weapon was right there at the scene of the crime.
Oh, so I guess I'll have to remember to pick it.
No, the hammer!
The fact it says new-looking hammer, I mean, that right there is...
And beat the crap out of him!
The game telling me, like, yeah, pick that one.
If it was unexpected, I suppose that is possible.
That's right! It was a surprise beating! The weapon is decided!
Okay, so the other ones would imply that I agree with him, which I definitely don't. The hammer in the tower was the weapon. Like he said, it looks like that's the case, but...
I guess we should figure out the weapon
Yeah,
first.
where did that hammer come from? I'm guessing it came from the octagon.
The weapon was right there at the scene of the crime!
Okay.
That pillar, huh?
No, the hammer!
Okay, when he says beat the crap out of him...
The killer used that hammer and beat the crap out of him!
Oh, shoot. I've forgotten.
If it was unexpected, I suppose that is possible.
I've forgotten how to do things, apparently.
That's right! It was a surprise beating!
How do I do all the things again?
The weapon is decided!
There we go, that's what I meant to do. Okay, so we can fast forward now. I'm pretty sure I know what to
The weapon was right there!
The pillar, huh?
No, the hammer! The killer used that hammer and beat the crap out of him!
No, that's wrong!
I'm gonna shoot down everything you say, Kazuichi.
No, I can't accept that that hammer was the murder weapon.
Why not? Why can't you accept it?
So maybe it's implied that if someone did go to the octagon and grabbed the hammer and placed it down there to make it seem like it was the murder weapon.
A lot of oil was flowing from Nekomaru's body, just like human blood, right? If the hammer was used to beat Nekomaru, you'd expect some oil to be on it at least.
But that hammer was clean. So that's why you can't accept that it's the murder weapon.
Yeah, but killer might have wiped off the oil later.
Why?
Well, obviously, to make the hammer look like it's not the murder weapon.
Then why bother cleaning the oil? If they didn't want it to look suspicious, they would have discarded the hammer.
You're pretty insightful, baby gangsta.
Baby gangsta. I prefer babyface business boy, but I like that nickname too, Akane.
Baby gangster? Me?
Just so you all know, I was trying to test you guys. I thought, maybe you guys mistook the hammer for the weapon or something.
Oh, the fact that he's acting like this early on and acting so much like he's trying to, what's the word I'm thinking of? He's trying to mislead us. Whenever this happens right at the beginning of the trial, I'm like, okay, so that person might not be the killer then.
Seems that was a waste of time.
Then what was the real weapon used to murder Nekomaru?
That's the problem. There wasn't anything else at the crime scene that looked like a potential weapon.
So there's a whole thing about the pillar. I'm guessing that's the only other thing there that would have been big enough
How about we look at it from
to
a
knock off
different
his
angle?
head.
If it doesn't have oil on it, it's not the weapon. So whatever has oil on it must be the weapon, right?
The actual weapon has oil on it, but if it's something at the crime scene that had oil on it, I'm pretty sure the pillar did have oil on it, right?
The only thing with oil on it is that broken pillar.
Then that pillar is the weapon. Coach Nekomaru got clobbered with that
No,
pillar.
Akane, well, I mean, that could have happened that way. Like, it could have fallen on him, but we tried to test it where someone could lift it and use it to hit him with it, and that didn't work.
Nobody could withstand a blow from that pillar. Even if you used 100% of your muscle strength, it would be impossible to wield it as a weapon.
So did someone maybe use the hammer to knock down the pillar on him, but...
Why?
We tried to move it, right?
Yes, Akane. We literally tested that.
Yeah, that pillar was pretty freaking heavy. But there's one dude who could have lifted that pillar.
Huh? Who are you talking about?
Coach Nekomaru's robot body. With that dude's super strength, lifting a pillar would be real easy.
So, he lifted the pillar, and then what? Did he use it to beat himself?
Who knows? Maybe it was that whole thing about... Maybe it was a suicide. I don't know.
You mean Nekomaru killed himself?
But now that it's depositing this so early on, I doubt that that's the case.
Don't be stupid. He ain't the type to commit suicide.
Then even if Nekomaru could have lifted that pillar, it has nothing to do with the case at all.
Yeah, this one is very confusing to me.
Well, I guess you're right.
What the heck?
But it does bother me a little. That word, suicide. Oh, yes. Yes, that's right, because there's the connections between the first and the second game. By the way, the fourth murder of the killing school life was apparently ruled a suicide. Huh? No, that shouldn't matter. There's no way Nekomaru would commit suicide.
But that's a problem.
This has got to come
if it's
back,
not the
right?
pillar, then there's no other weapon we can think of.
And then there was the wire that was, it was in a noose. It was wrapped like a noose, wasn't it?
There may be a way to use the pillar as a weapon without lifting it.
Huh? For reals?
Yes, for reals.
I see.
Oh, Sonia,
so my gut
please.
was right after all.
Please don't be the killer.
All right, it's up to you, Sonia. Prove that pillar was the murder weapon.
Understood. Then I shall give it my all. Sonia, here I go!
Am I gonna have to shoot down her theory? I don't want to do that. She seems very proud of it. Oh boy, okay, here we go again.
There's no need to lift that pillar.
If the pillar was not lifted, beating him with it is beyond a dream.
What about tipping the pillar over? They aimed right for his head and bullseye.
Even I could probably tip it over.
Considering
I don't know
the
about
pillar's
that.
weight, it probably exerted a ton of force.
Sonia, you go, girl.
No.
I'm getting hella excited.
So I do have to disprove it. Okay. The killer murdered Nekomaru by tipping over the pillar. Is that really it? All right,
There's no need to lift that
I'm
pillar.
gonna have to go through the
If
through
the
this
pillar
stuff.
was
I
not
think.
lifted, beating him with it is beyond a
I mean,
dream.
someone could have maybe used the chain or the wire
What
to
about
pull
tipping
the
the pillar over?
pillar down.
They aimed right for his...
Okay, let's check out my information here. So maybe instead of it being a noose, maybe it was used as like a thing to pull the pillar down. I'm trying to think. So there was the wire, there was the goodnight button, there was oil on the floor. There's the tipped over pillar. There was the chain. So the chain could have maybe been used too, before they used it. Oh, okay, well there we go. So they were underneath Nekomaru's body, but there were no fragments on top of his body. So if it had been used, if it had been tipped over on him, then it should have been on top of his body. So that's implying that his body... Yeah, okay, that's gotta be it.
Head and bullseye.
I'm sorry, Sonia, I am gonna have to...
Even I could probably tip it over.
I'm gonna have to disprove your theory
Considering
here.
the pillar's weight, it probably exerted a ton of force.
Sonia, you go, girl!
Okay, so there's
I'm
only
getting
a
hella
couple of things
excited.
that I could possibly use it
There's
on.
no
So
need
let's
to lift
take a
that
look
pillar.
here.
If the pillar was not lifted,
Maybe it's when she
beating him
says
with it is beyond a
they tipped it
dream.
over.
What about tipping the pillar over?
No, that's wrong.
Yeah, all right, doing well so far. But I mean, I was doing okay in the last trial, and then it all went downhill.
If Nekomaru was crushed by the pillar, then there should have been fragments on top of his body.
Huh? Fragments?
The pillar fragments were scattered beneath Nekomaru's body, but there weren't any on top of his body. If the pillar had been tipped over and crushed him, the fragments should have been on top of his body instead.
I briefly considered that too, but it's probably not what happened.
I see.
Aw,
That was entirely my bad.
aw, I'm sorry, girl.
If they didn't tip it over, then how did the killer murder Nekomaru with that pillar?
This is the big mystery.
How much longer are you gonna focus on the pillar? Just let it go already.
There's no way I can let it go. I'm positive that Nekomaru was killed by that pillar.
Why are you so certain about that?
I just have a feeling.
A feeling, huh? That's just your instincts.
But we can't say for sure that that instinct is wrong.
Yeah, wow.
Can we?
I realize Nagito has been very quiet during this trial, but I kind of don't want to hear him talk right now because he's such a pompous little asshole right now. Huh?
There's another way to use that pillar to kill. You guys just haven't noticed it.
He's like, allow me to school you fools on how.
Is that true?
Then I shall ask you, what way is that?
He's not gonna tell us, is he?
You guys,
Uh,
same as usual. You're unable to clear a path to the future with your own powers, so you just stand there and falter. What a waste of talent. And you all intend to fight the Future Foundation? You make me laugh.
I never thought I'd say this, but I miss the old Nagito.
What did you say? Regardless, it's not like I want to die with the rest of you. So I guess I should lend a hand.
Hey, Nagito, what the hell
Yeah,
happened to you?
seriously.
How come you're not talking like a lunatic anymore?
I've learned a valuable lesson. Ignorance is by far the greatest shame.
Huh? What do you mean?
Who cares? Just tell us how the pillar was used to kill.
Well, first of all, the pillar itself is not enough. But when combined with a specific item, there's a way it could be possible.
A specific item?
Of course, the ultimate
Oh, yeah.
weapon.
Which we still don't know what it is yet.
Ultimate weapon?
Isn't that the thing you get when you clear the final dead room?
So, Nagito knows what the ultimate weapon is?
Of course I know. But I'm pretty sure everyone else has seen it, you know?
What?
We've seen it?
That's right. You've seen it clearly.
He's being intentionally obtuse, and I don't care for it.
Because I, the one who has claimed dominion over evil, am the ultimate weapon.
You and your hamsters, right, Gundam?
I am he who cuts the insolent catalyst, which flows out from the chaos with the sword of victory. It's only fitting that I deserve to be called the ultimate weapon.
No, you are far greater than the ultimate weapon.
Oh my god, these
since
two.
you wield your 4 dark devas of destruction.
These two are going. Oh my god, I love these two together. Yes. Yes! Oh my god. Oh. Sonya and Gundam. Never would have thought that at the beginning, but I am for it.
I don't know why, but I'm not liking this.
And I'm liking it more because it makes Kazuichi angry.
Cut the bullshit and say it clearly. What is the ultimate weapon?
In order to clarify that, we first need to solve the secret of the Funhouse.
Huh? The secret of the Funhouse?
You still don't realize it? Jeez, get it together. You're supposed to be the symbols of hope, aren't you?
Okay, so I think this one, it has to do... I think I said this earlier, was it's not that the elevators move from room to room. I think it moves, or house to house. I think the house, the tower itself moves.
I
right?
forgot. Except for Hajime, of course.
Wow, thanks, Nagito. Because there's a whole thing about he was saying about using the compass on the elevator, and he said that like it didn't work the way it was supposed to.
Except for Hajime?
Oh, they don't know. That's
Make
right.
it out of this. I'll explain it to you guys.
Only Chiaki knows.
Anyway, we must first clarify the secret of the Funhouse, right? Then I think it must have something to do with the structure of the Funhouse.
Once we clear this up, hopefully things will be a little easier to understand.
Strawberry House leads to Strawberry Tower, and Grape House leads to Grape Tower. But in actuality, they are both the same building, and both houses are linked to the central tower. It is undeniable that such a sweet building structure is the secret of the Funhouse.
Every time she talks, I just love her more.
Man, not only does that make perfect sense, but Miss Sonia's beautiful voice is just so soothing.
Faux show! I shall leave this matter to your discretion.
The two houses are connected to the tower in the middle. I thought that at first too, but I ended up finding proof that completely contradicts that. Alright. This is when it might start to get a little bit complicated. Blah. Alright.
In truth, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower are actually the exact same place.
So that's the secret of the Funhouse.
Is that really it?
It's weird to say they're both the same price. I mean, the walls are different colors. And the designs on the floor are also different.
Well, we established that that could be
We've already
easily
settled this
changed, right?
problem.
Because it could just be,
Give it 10 years before you argue with Miss Sonia.
what's the word I'm thinking of? They're just, projections. They can just be used like the lights can just change. The whole time we've been thinking the two towers are the same building, but if that were the only mystery, there's no way Nagito would mention it here.
In truth,
Okay, I'm confused about that. What was that thing about strange feeling? About... Do I have that? Oh, I do, okay. Regardless of whether you enter the tower from Grape Hall or Strawberry Hall, the placement of Nekomaru's body, the tipped over pillar, the oil stains, and even the disassembled parts Kazuichi arranged look exactly the same. So I'm guessing that's the thing I have to use, but I'm not sure
Strawberry
which part,
Tower and Grape Tower
which one of these comments.
are actually the exact same place.
So that's the secret of the Funhouse.
Is that really it?
It's weird to say they're both the same price. I mean, the walls are different colors. And the designs on the floor are also different.
We've already settled. Give it 10 years before you argue with
I'm
Miss
gonna
Sonia.
I'm gonna use the first thing that Sonia says about
In
the
truth,
exact
Strawberry
same
are
place.
actually the exact
Oh
same
boy,
place.
okay.
So that's the
There's a
secret
lot
of
of
the
white
Really?
noise there,
It's
I've
weird to
got
say they're
it.
both. I mean, the walls are different. And the designs on the floor.
We've already settled. Give it 10 years before you argue with
I'm
Miss
still
Sonia.
feeling pretty good about, like, my theories and my justification so far.
In truth, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower are actually the exact...
Come
No,
on,
that's
yes,
wrong.
yes. Alright. Sweet. Both of
of those towers, are they really the same place?
Why are you asking that now? Do you harbor a grudge because my kingdom destroyed your homeland?
I was gonna say, I was like, poor Sonia, everything that she says, I just shoot down.
Hajime, I won't tolerate any sort of rebellion.
I mean, doesn't it seem strange? When we went to Grape Tower from Grape Hall, Nekomaru's body was in front of the door to Strawberry Hall. But when we went to Strawberry Tower from Strawberry Hall, his body was in front of the door to Grape Hall.
It's probably some kind of trick, like the floor rotating 180 degrees or something.
Yeah, I thought something like that, but...
If it is, then see? That means it could have passed as the exact same place, right?
It's so then what? Do you seriously think such a simple answer is the correct
He's
answer?
like, Nagito's like, do you realize what game you're playing right now? It's never that simple.
Does that mean he's wrong?
Oops, I guess I've said too much.
He's going back and forth between wanting to give us information and then not.
If the floor didn't rotate, then that means we need to think about the structure of the building again.
All right.
Bow down!
Okay, Sonia's had enough of my insolence now.
Then how about this? Somebody moved Nekomaru's body.
While we were moving from Grape Tower to Strawberry Tower?
Yeah, how is that possible?
But we should have all been together during that time. Even if they tried to move the body inside the tower.
Then Monokuma did it.
Okay, she's reaching now.
While we were moving, Monokuma quickly moved things around.
She's so proud of herself.
But Nekomaru's body wasn't the only thing moved. Are you saying the broken pillar was moved too?
If it is too heavy to carry, let them roll it. Just like if there is no bread, let them eat cake.
All right, here we go. Hopefully I do better this time than I did last time. I gotta be better about my slicing. I know I just kind of slice wildly.
There are many different ways.
Oh yeah, right, I gotta actually
The body and the
slice.
pillar could have been moved. The pillar could and Nekomaru could have been moved piece by piece. I decree it was Monokuma's doing.
Come on, come on, come on. There we go. All right. Oh, I have to actually
Moving
look
the
at the
body
things.
and the pillar in such a short time. That might be hard even for Monokuma, don't you think?
It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly strong, wielding the power of the future with the pillar, the body, everything at the crime scene. He could have moved it all, easy as pie.
Chain, pillar fragments. Oh, maybe it's the pillar fragments.
Damn it!
I was overcome. She's gonna go back to the original topic. Okay.
There
I
are
gotta
many
actually
different
look at the
ways.
things here. The doorknob, the wire,
The body and the pillar could have been moved.
oil on the
The pillar could
floor.
have been rolled. And Nekomaru could have been moved piece by piece. I decree it was Monokuma's doing.
Come on, I gotta slice, slice, slice. Ah, all right.
Moving the body and the pillar in such a short time. That might be hard even for Monokuma, don't you think?
It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is
thinking
surprisingly strong.
Maybe it's the oil, because he wouldn't be able to
Wielding
move
the
the
pillar,
oil.
the body, everything at the crime scene?
No, no, not the chain. Ah, no, that wasn't what I meant to do. That is an odd apple of an assumption. There's no way I can understand what you're saying. I get too stressed out with this. I know you guys tell me to calm down. I just gotta like, just relax.
Crap!
Okay, so we know
seems
for
you
sure
have
then it's not the
forgotten.
chain. It could be the,
Monokuma is surprisingly
okay,
strong.
it could be the pillar fragments, but I'm guessing
Wielding
it's
the
the
power of
oil.
the futuristic Robo-Bear. The
There
pillar,
we
the
go.
body, everything at the crime scene.
Allow me to cut through
yeah.
those words.
Okay, cool. Okay. Hopefully that was not quite as
Moving the
painful
body
for
and
you guys to
pillar
watch as
is
the other
possible,
one I did.
But it would have been impossible to move the oil on the floor.
Huh?
When the position of Nekomaru's body and the pillar changed, the oil surrounding his body moved too. Physically moving all of the oil like that is simply not possible, no matter how you look at it.
Then it's impossible to think it was moved.
No, I'm sorry. That was a really bad theory though, Sonia. Don't worry, I've come up with some really bad ones too. It's
I am
okay.
terribly sorry. I cannot believe I got so fired up.
I forgive you.
It's all right. A fired up Miss Sonia is awesome to watch.
Sonia, I'm doing it again. I'm saying her name like 5 different ways. Sonia, Sonia.
So what really happened? Does that mean the two towers aren't the same building?
We can't be certain of that either. Not when the experiment involving the handbook I left on the tower floor was a complete success.
Yeah, the e-handbook was still there. That's why we thought the two towers were the same building.
If they're not the same building, or two different buildings, then what are they?
I'm confused by this part. Come on, Chiaki, come on. Unlike Nagito, I know you're actually good at, like, not keeping stuff from us.
No idea, huh?
Fuyuhiko, shut up. Sorry, I'm sorry. I love you too, but shut up. You don't have any theories, Fuyuhiko, so don't make fun of Chiaki. This mystery ties into the secret of the Funhouse. But we don't have enough clues to solve that mystery. Oh, we're gonna have to come back to it, I guess. Or the only thing we can do is rely on the one person who has those clues who refuses to give up any information.
Hey, Nagito.
He's like, don't talk to me, trash.
I thought it would come to this. I knew my turn was coming up.
He's sounding like he's so just blasé, but you know he's loving that we're coming to him for help.
Fine. I'll tell you guys a big hint that can help you solve the secret of the Funhouse.
Give us the answer, not a friggin' hint.
But then it wouldn't mean anything. I need you guys to do this class trial properly. It's also important for me because it will help me determine something.
Determine? Is he talking about the traitor? Oh, if so, why did Nagito say that all of a sudden? Did something happen to him?
But how do we know your hint is any good? It's suspicious that you're the only one who knows it.
I'm like, what in the world happened in that dead room that changed his personality so much?
I have a good reason for that.
And I keep forgetting about the traitor and all this. I'm so busy trying to figure out the murderer. I always forget about that one of us is a traitor, too.
The reason I'm the only one who knows it is because I was the only one who performed the appropriate action.
So that potentially shoots down my theory that someone else cleared the dead room before he did. He performed the appropriate action in order to learn the secret. Could he be talking? Yes, the Tai Chi. That's the life-threatening game, obviously.
I see!
You're talking about the final dead room, right? You cleared the life-threatening game there and found something, didn't you?
That's right. The hint is what I saw after I cleared it.
Yeah, there was that thing he saw that made him just kind of have like a weird breakdown a little bit.
In the depths of the final dead room, there was a hidden room surrounded by concrete.
Is he actually going to tell the thing he saw at the window?
And there, a small conspicuous window waited, all by itself. From that window, I saw some very strange scenery.
Strange scenery?
Instead of explaining it, it might be faster just to show you.
Okay.
At an opportune time, I found a perfect camera in the final dead room.
Oh, he actually took a picture of it.
You took a picture?
Yep.
Nagito grinned creepily as he retrieved a small digital camera from his inner pocket.
See? This is it.
As he said that, he showed us a peculiar picture.
Let me explain it to you again. I took this picture on the first floor of Strawberry House.
Okay.
From the secret room within the final dead room.
Okay, so then over there, it would be Grape House.
But don't you think it's weird? If the Funhouse's structure is what you guys have been thinking, then there's lots of things that don't make sense in this picture,
no, that's the
right?
tower. Or wait, is that the tower or is that supposed to be the Grape House? That cylinder thing there. Oh my god, I feel like I should know exactly what he's talking about, but I don't. Lots of things that shouldn't make sense in this picture.
Then let's begin.
Oh.
Shall I call it thinking time?
Okay. What doesn't make sense in this picture? Oh boy, okay. Oh my god, just one spot? I'm guessing it's something over here. Can I just click just here in general? Just that? It's the tower, right? There's only one tower in the picture. That's what we've been thinking all along. Which means it's not unnatural at all. Ah, don't you agree?
Crap!
Ah, shoot. Okay, then is it this part? Oh. No, I clicked. Oh, I don't know. Okay, so the pillar. Okay, so let me. Oh, right, there's a time limit. Okay, so the tower. Oh, there should be more here, right? Like there should be something beyond here. So do I pick like over here, like kind of there?
Here.
Oh my god, I got it. Okay, cool. Sweet.
If the structure of the funhouse is what we thought it was, Grape House and Strawberry House should link to the tower.
Okay, I was a little confused. So yeah, so that was the tower. It's like that's either the tower or that's Grape House. So yeah, there should be more extending beyond that. We should be able to see the extension.
Which means, if you're viewing the tower from Strawberry House, you should see Grape House behind you.
That's what I meant to say. Hajime says it's a lot better than I did.
But in this photo, I don't see anything behind the tower. No shadow, no shape, no Grape House at all.
I see. And is that it?
Okay. Nagito said there's lots of things that don't make sense in this photo. Which means there are other contradictions. Oh man, I thought I had it. There are other contradictions contained in it. I'm gonna have to do it again. Shoot. What doesn't make sense in this picture? Okay, so I clicked here. Does it have anything to do with any of these trees here? Oh boy, okay, so I've already clicked on this and I've already clicked on this. Maybe it's the fact that maybe it's because it looks like it's supposed to be the first floor, but like it looks like we're higher up, right? So let me click down here. Nope, okay, that wasn't it. Shoot.
Crap!
I'm just gonna click on random things here.
Crap!
I might just lose all of my stuff here. I don't know what else it could be. Is it maybe like... Is something maybe supposed to go out this way? Is it maybe up here? Yeah, I am gonna lose all my health. Okay, maybe let's go a little bit lower then.
Here!
Oh, I thought I clicked there before.
You said this photo was taken from the hidden room inside the final dead room, right?
Yeah, because like it's supposed to be on the first floor, right?
If that's the case, then that means it should have been taken from the first floor of Strawberry
That's so frustrating that, like, my theory was right, but I was off a little bit, so that therefore it didn't count.
Yeah, it should have been.
Okay.
This is definitely strange.
Once again, the game giving me more questions than answers.
This photo doesn't look like it was taken from the first floor. The angles suggest it was taken from higher up.
That's right. Good call.
It's funny, it's the opposite now. Now it used to be Nagito, like, lived on my praise, and now it's the opposite. We're like, yay, Nagito said I did something good.
In summary, this is the truth contained in this photo. The first floor of Strawberry House is located in a high area.
Okay.
And Grape House is not behind the tower.
It's not? Are you saying that Grape House is merely an illusion spell cast by Monokuma's cursed eye?
From this point on, do your own thinking. Now that you've finally met the same requirements as me, if you guys are truly symbols of hope, you can easily solve a simple mystery.
See, the funny
like
thing
this.
is, Nagito says that because I'm not an ultimate, I'm no longer a symbol of hope, and yet it's still up to me to figure everything out.
It might be possible for Hajime to solve it too, even though he's just a normal high school student. Despite the fact that you don't have a real talent, you already know about the other clue.
Do I? The other clue? Is he talking about that one time? Oh, him going between the buildings, yes.
You're referring to when you suddenly appeared on the second floor of Grape House, right?
I'm asking you just to be safe. At the time, where do you think I came from?
The top floor, right?
Okay.
Such sharp eyes. So you realized it already?
Wait, okay, so... Oh, snap. Okay, so hold on. So he was on the first floor of Strawberry House. And then he appeared on the third floor of Grape House. So rather than... Okay, so he would have had to, like, drop down? He, either drop down from a... or come... Wait, okay.
Top floor. So
Yeah.
the 3rd floor?
But the Monokuma archive should be the only room on the 3rd floor of Grape House.
What does it mean?
What does it mean? Was that thing just now another hint to figuring out the mystery behind the Funhouse's structure? Oh, right, no. What am I saying? Yeah, because Grape House, we're on the 2nd floor, yeah, and then the Monokuma's on the 3rd floor. Does that negate what I just said? The reason Nagito appeared from... Okay, so he did appear from the 3rd floor, though. Using the photo he took, I might be able to find the answer if I just think about it. Alright, let's do this. Okay. Okay, how do I speed up? Okay, there's jump. Alright, I think I'm speeding up now. Oh, jump. Okay, come on. This one I'm still... Oh, geez. Whoa, whoa, whoa. This one I'm very confused about. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm not good at that. Let's hope I do better at the actual question part. Okay, question part. Does Strawberry House and Grape House both exist? Oh, yeah, we'll say they exist. Or maybe that's not right. Shoot, because they did just... Well, it would have to be, because we were separated into the different ones. Into the different rooms. Houses, whatever. Whoa, whoa. That was just unfair. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Question 2. Strawberry, are they... I'm gonna say they're the different buildings? No, I think they're the same building. Oh god, please let me be right on that. Okay, so they're the same building, they both exist, but they're the same building. It's gotta be, right? Because he appeared from the 1st floor to the 3rd floor, so it must be all, instead of being like they're across from each other, there must be all be connected. Yes, okay, so it is vertically, so that's how he managed to get from the 1st floor to the 3rd floor. Boom, never would have thought that. Oh my god, please let me be right though. That one I'm pretty sure I'm right, but the other questions I'm just like,
It's all coming together.
Yeah, all right, cool. Okay, it is starting to come together now.
Got it. I know the secret of the Funhouse.
See, Nagito, even though I'm a regular student, I can still get things done.
Then let me hear it. What kind of answer will you give, I wonder?
In the picture Nagito took from Strawberry House, I didn't see Grape House at all. So where did Grape House go? There is only one possibility. It was in a position where it couldn't be seen from Strawberry House. Which means Strawberry House and Grape House are in the same building, but on different floors.
Man.
Same building, different floors?
And that explains the thing with the elevator. That's why the compass, ow, it's starting to come together now.
Then the 2 houses aren't 2 different 3-story buildings. They're actually one 6-story building?
If you think about it like that, based on Nagito's picture, it's clear where Strawberry House is located.
Where Strawberry House is located? Yeah, it's gotta be above.
I see!
Yeah, that's why I was able to drop
On top
down.
of Grape House. That's where Strawberry House is located. Because of that, the photo taken from the 1st floor of Strawberry House was at a high angle.
Alright, it's starting to come together now. That's why yeah, alright, I get it. This is why Nagito had that. He's just like, oh my god.
Altogether,
it all makes
this means
sense
the
now.
1st floor of Strawberry House is also the 4th floor above Grape House.
Okay.
Oh, snap. I never expected that the 2 houses were connected vertically.
Oh, please, I need her to get to the end of the game with us, please.
But what about the shape of the building? The two houses were completely different shapes.
Strawberry House is 4-sided, and Grape House is 6-sided, right?
It never occurred to us that they were the same building because it was structured with two different shapes.
Okay.
A quadrilateral and a hexagon, overlaid atop each other to misdirect how we would perceive them. And it worked, didn't it?
Oh my gosh.
Disregarding the tower, we fully believed the two houses were two separate, distinct buildings.
In order to conceal the unique design of the Funhouse, Monokuma put us to sleep so we couldn't look at the outside of the building when he brought us to it.
You've just been Kuma'd! Don't you think a building full of so many surprises totally deserves to be called a fun house?
Then it's true? The building was really like that?
That's right! Those two houses exist on different floors in the same building!
And just to think, if Nagito hadn't done the game, we never would have realized this.
Constructing a building like that on your own without my knowledge? How horrible!
Then what about the towers? Are they arranged vertically just like the houses?
Yeah, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower should have also been different floors inside the same building. Just like
Okay,
Strawberry
yeah.
House was on top of Grape House.
Okay. Oh. I get it. So now, that's how Nekomaru's body, all the stuff was able to be the exact same as they just moved the floor up and down.
Strawberry Tower was also on top of Grape Tower.
However, if they're different floors within the same building, why was Nekomaru's body in both places?
Aw, your precious hammies don't know? But it's so simple.
Ugh, Kazuichi, shut up.
Alrighty then. I'll be the one who solves this mystery in a flash. Please watch me, Miss Sonia.
Oh, I see. Do whatever you like.
I'm surprised she didn't get on his case for insulting, Gundam's hamsters.
Oh, definitely make her watch me. I'm gonna stand out till she notices me.
Alright, Kazuichi, let's see what your theory is. I don't hold out a lot of hope. I mean, you are mechanically inclined, so maybe you know something, but I doubt it.
I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash.
Then hurry up, dumbass!
Alright.
One of the bodies in one of the towers
Oh, I should probably go through my stuff here.
was actually a dummy.
Oh my god, really, Kazuichi?
You mean a fake body?
Ugh.
Nekomaru died with a mechanical body. It should be possible to
I
construct
can't
a dummy
believe they're
from
even
spare parts.
entertaining this idea.
You're magnificent, Gundam!
I love, yes, I
No
love
fair!
that.
You totally stole my spotlight!
She only agrees because Gundam
So
agrees.
which one was the fake body?
Shut up! Just pick one of
Okay.
them.
Monokuma file. Dummy of Nekomaru's body existed? Does that mean the killer prepared it in advance? Something like that? No, it's not. Okay, let me go through my stuff here and
I'm
see.
gonna solve this mystery in a flash.
All right, let's check it out, as usual. All right, so this is my first time, I think, getting the Monokuma file as a potential truth bullet. Head is severely damaged, considered, okay. Arms and leg, okay, dismembered, they can be detachable. Okay, maybe somehow that might be an option. Use the goodnight button. Okay, which ones haven't I used yet? Broken doorknob. Oh, okay, well, it says here, even the disassembled parts Kazuichi arranged looks exactly the same. So, I mean, I think it might be it, but I don't think I've ever had a truth bullet be used twice in the same trial before. So, I mean, I'll keep that in mind, but I'm thinking maybe it might have something to do with the Monokuma file. So let's give that a try.
Then hurry up, dumbass!
One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually a dummy.
All right. Oh, shit.
You mean a fake body?
Okay, so that didn't
Nekomaru
work.
died with a mechanical body. It should be possible to
So let's try
construct.
that again.
Magnificent, Gundam!
No fair! You totally stole my.
So which one?
Shut up! Just pick one of them.
I'm gonna solve this
I
mystery.
should probably do
Hurry
the
up, dumbass.
concentrate
One
this
of the
time.
bodies in one of the towers was actually a dummy.
Nope. Oh, okay, that wasn't it.
Damn it!
Okay, so maybe let's try that with
I'm
the
gonna solve this
other
mystery in
one.
a flash.
I
Hurry
think
up,
it was
dumbass.
Gundam who said
One
it.
of the bodies in one was actually a dummy.
You mean a fake bot?
Nekomaru
those are the
died
only
with a
two.
mechanical body.
Nope, that wasn't it either. Okay. Yes, you're right. Technically, Nekomaru isn't a machine. He's a mechanical organism.
Damn it!
Okay, that didn't work. I am, not
I'm
doing
gonna
so
solve
great.
this mystery in a flash.
Is there any
Hurry
other
up,
one I'm looking
dumbass.
over? Because, like, I don't know. I mean, let's try it again. I mean, the wire, maybe the fact that the wire is tied, the body is tied up, and maybe someone wouldn't be able to do that. But this one is just the fact that it says the disassembled parts look exactly the same. And even Kazuichi said that, so I can't believe, like, he's entertaining the idea, unless maybe he's the one who is the killer and he's trying to, you know, divert the attention away from himself. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna try this one, just for shits
One
and
of the
giggles.
bodies in one of the towers was actually a dummy.
Oh my god,
No,
are you
that's
serious? Oh, so you can now use potentially the same truth bullet twice.
Nekomaru's body wasn't a dummy.
Ugh.
That can be proven by Kazuichi's
That
account.
could cause me some problems down the line. Oh man.
Me?
And it's like I said, even Kazuichi was the one who said it himself.
Remember? When we moved from Grape Tower to Strawberry Tower, we thought the body had moved. And that's when you said,
Not just that, the parts I carefully arranged when I disassembled the body all moved too.
right up until that moment, you were disassembling Nekomaru's body at Grape Tower, right? The killer couldn't have known how you'd take apart his body, so they couldn't have built a dummy.
Ugh. Didn't even think about that.
Unless Kazuichi was the one who built the dummy,
Oh.
then it would be a different story.
Oh, is she now gonna be like, Kazuichi? You just
Sonia, that's a pretty harsh joke.
You tried to disprove me, and all you did is just put the target on yourself. Oh, she's not joking.
You are joking, right?
It's all right. Kazuichi is not the killer.
No, Chiaki, why you gotta ruin my dreams?
If he was, he wouldn't have fixed the elevator or the button in Strawberry Hall. It'd be much more convenient for the killer if it stayed broken.
But then, I guess it's kind of hard to argue that logic.
I see. That is disappointing.
She wanted him to be the killer too. Yes, I love you, girl.
I'm even more disappointed.
Yes.
However, even if Nekomaru's body wasn't a dummy, it's meaningless if we don't have the important answer.
The reason Nekomaru's body was in both towers, even though it was supposed to be on different floors.
Maybe it was simply moved?
The body moved to a different floor?
You can't think of a device like that?
Okay,
A
yes.
device that moves things to different floors in the same
Now I
building?
feel good. We're back to this. This is what I was saying before. So, okay. A device like that? A device that transports things to different floors in the same building. Okay, I now the game is just kind of hitting me over the head with it. I feel like I've seen that before. All right, let's do this. All right, I feel better about this. It's an elevator. I actually know what the Hangman's Gambit is. It's got to be elevator. But, hold up. I always forget how to... I've been good about not checking the, you know, this, but it's been a while since I've done this, and this one I always have trouble with. Okay, let's concentrate. And then I didn't realize, thankfully, one of you guys, thank you so much for letting me know, is in Hangman's Gambit, you can actually concentrate. I had no idea, so hopefully this will actually be able to help me. Now I just gotta remember to actually use the concentrate, because sometimes when I panic, I forget what, there we go. I forget what buttons to press. So far so good, but I know it's gonna get harder. Oh, what am I saying? Oh, I know how to spell elevator, come on. It's an E, not an A. What am I thinking? Gah. There we go. E, E, go. Okay, come on, give me that V. There we go. I need desperately to get some of my health back here. Oh, oh wow, now it's starting to go. Okay, T. Oh, no, no! Ah, come on, get back here. Whew. Hey, not bad. I only had, sweet. I think that's the best I've ever done in the Hangman's Gambit.
You must be talking about an elevator.
What? Are you saying Nekomaru's body was transported using an elevator?
Why is that so hard to believe?
Where the hell is this elevator anyway?
It's the tower itself. The inside of the tower is one big elevator. Which means the tower was designed so that the whole room goes up and down like an elevator. So whether you enter from Strawberry Hall or Grape Hall, it all leads to the same room, right?
So that's why we could only enter it from one side or the other.
Now that you mention it, sometimes when I press
Yeah,
the door
exactly.
button, it
It's
took a while
all
for it to
starting to
open.
make sense now, sort of.
I see. We were basically waiting for the room to arrive, just like an elevator.
Please hold on. If the inside of the whole tower ascends and descends like an elevator, then why is there a picture of a strawberry on the far back door when you enter from Grape Tower? And a picture of a grape on the far back door when you enter from Strawberry Tower.
Well, that could just be a projection as well, because that was the whole thing we were talking about. Like, the lights are projected, the picture on the floor is a projection.
If the room just moves up and down like an elevator, there's no reason for the doors to change.
Plus, after the incident, the far... But when we entered Strawberry Tower, those chains were gone.
Okay, that's a good point.
Not just that, but if I remember correctly, even the doorknob was broken off.
There are too many strange things. Was that tower
It's
really
like one
an
step
elevator?
forward, 5 steps back. I figured out one thing, but now it just opens up more questions.
When you see people and things, make sure you focus on the good parts instead of the bad.
What did you say?
So, let's put aside what's changed and focus our attention on what hasn't.
Why do we have to do that?
It's fine. Come on. What does everything that hasn't changed have in common?
The things that didn't change when we moved between the two towers. That includes the body, the pillar, and the oil. We've been talking about that stuff for a while now. There shouldn't be anything strange about them, not even the fact that they all moved with the elevator. The one thing these all have in common... Oh, gotcha!
Is it
Okay.
safe to say that all the items on the floor didn't change?
Yeah.
And...
Okay, that's why. So only, it's not that the whole room moves, it's just the bottom that moves.
And?
why did the picture on the far back door change? If you can figure that out, you'll have the answer. The reason is because that elevator has something unique about it.
There's something unique about that elevator? Yeah, there we go. Only the floor moves.
I see! So that's it. The elevator was designed so only the floor moved.
Only the floor moved?
Which means the whole room wasn't an elevator, only the floor was. That's why we saw different doors in each tower.
Yeah.
Which means on the first floor of Grape Tower, the door on the far back wall had a strawberry design. And on the fourth floor, which was Strawberry Tower, a different door on the far back wall had a grape design.
Then, where do the different floors lead?
I want to say they lead outside, but they're probably just for show.
Just for show? Why was something like that necessary?
Because it made us confused about stuff.
So we'd falsely believe that the doors were connected to where their picture signified.
Yeah, right. It makes no sense for that.
It was actually very effective. Because of that, we totally misunderstood the building's structure.
Oh man, Monokuma just psychologically screwing with us.
I don't get it. But I guess it means whoever designed this building had a totally twisted personality.
I appreciate that Akane is at least, you know, she's honest with herself where she's just like, yeah, I don't get it.
Don't blame this on me. Take responsibility for yourself.
Then I'll take responsibility and gently caress you.
Okay.
Like, there's no way that's gonna happen. Stop with the tasteless jokes.
By the way, what does the chain on the far back door in Grape Tower mean?
It was probably wrapped there by the killer to keep us as far from Strawberry Tower as possible.
Why?
Because of that chain.
Yeah.
You guys thought you couldn't enter there, right?
Like you said, I could probably use these parts to repair that button, but seriously, hold on. Even if you do repair the button, what's going to happen to the chain on the other side of the door? Ah, and that's okay. The door, that's why. Oh, I feel so dumb now. That's why the chain mysteriously wasn't there when we went. Okay. The door that leads to Strawberry Hall has a chain wrapped around the doorknob. Even if you fix the button on the Strawberry Hall side, the door won't open as long as that chain is there. You don't need, and Nagito knew that it didn't matter.
The killer destroyed the Strawberry Hall button, so we'd stay away from Strawberry Tower. Everything was done to tamper with the evidence, so we wouldn't find out about the secret of the Funhouse.
It's gotta be, yeah, so it had to have been someone who cleared the dead room, because how would they know about the secrets of the design of the Funhouse unless they saw it out through that window too?
The appearance of a body in the tower would contradict what we thought we knew about the building. In that situation, if we'd gone to Strawberry Tower, we'd have seen that contradiction firsthand. And using that as a clue, we might have discovered the truth. The truth that the two houses and the two towers are actually one complete vertical building. The killer wanted to keep us from learning that. That's why they made us stay away from Strawberry Tower.
They destroyed the button and wrapped a chain around the door just for that?
Would it really have inconvenienced the killer if we learned the true structure of the building?
It would have been a major inconvenience. After all, this funhouse is strongly connected to the ultimate weapon that killed Nekomaru.
Hold on. You're progressing much too quickly. There's still a contradiction concerning the building structure.
What a pain. It's fine already.
Gundam, please proceed.
Yeah, she's like, gotta stick up for my boyfriend. Hee hee hee.
You said earlier that Strawberry House and Grape House are connected vertically, right? If so, how does the contact elevator supposedly transport us from one house to the other?
I see. Oh, yeah, now that you mention it, I completely forgot about that matter.
If that elevator moves vertically, then when your back is facing the elevator, both towers should be on the same side.
Oh, my head hurts. I thought I was starting to understand things.
But does this reflect reality? Inside Grape House, Grape Hall is on your right when your back is to the elevator. And inside Strawberry House, Strawberry Hall is on your left when your back is to the elevator. Which means the houses are on exact opposite sides of the tower.
What? Monokuma literally told us that we were right about that, but I mean, I guess Gundam wouldn't really have reason to believe Monokuma.
Answer me, fiend! What does this mean?
Ah, it's a good point, though.
What does this mean?
I agree. What does this mean? the two houses are connected vertically, the position of the tower should be the same in both houses. But in fact, when my back was facing the elevator in Grape House, the tower was on my right. I don't suppose that the elevator also somehow turns itself. It rotates as you're going up and down it. I don't know if that would make sense. How can I break through this contradiction? All right, let's go. Oh, okay. Lots of accounts here. The strange feeling of the tower is here again. Maybe I should pick that again because it worked the past 2 times. Still mad about
not
that.
Horizontally.
I am still mad that,
However,
the same truth bullet is able to be used multiple times.
If the contact elevator is behind you, the towers are in opposite directions.
Okay.
Which means your reasoning...
It's clearly contradictory.
Oh, they are just ganging up now. They are like
What's
so
with
insane.
this iron curtain of teamwork?
Okay. So Gundam and Sonia have matching arguments. It sounds like it makes sense, but is that really correct?
If the two houses are connected vertically...
The elevator should move.
Vertically, not horizontally.
However, at both houses, if the contact elevator is behind you, the towers are in opposite directions.
All right, let's take a look at our truth bullets here. I'm not even going to entertain that it's the strange feeling in the tower again, but it might be. Okay, done that. Nakane's doesn't have anything to do with it. Fuyuhiko's account. The contact elevator itself used to move between both houses, was broken and no longer works. And there's Nagito's sudden appearance. Oh, there we go, right there. The compass needle spun 180 degrees while it was inside the contact elevator. So, I wasn't too far off, actually.
Which means your reasoning...
It's clearly contradictory.
What's with this iron curtain of teamwork?
And I only have 2 potential things to choose from, so I feel good about this one.
The elevator should move.
Vertically, not horizontally.
No, that's wrong.
Yeah, all right. That one was a little better.
The elevator wasn't just moving vertically. Isn't that right, Kazuichi?
Huh? Me?
Come on. You used the elevator while
And that's
you were
why
holding that compass Nagito gave you,
told him to
right?
use the compass. Damn it, Nagito was like 5 steps ahead of all of us.
Saw that. Yeah, it was pretty strange. From start to finish, somehow the compass needle rotated 180 degrees.
Rotated 180 degrees?
Meaning, as the elevator moved between the 2 houses, it also rotated 180 degrees. It was probably following the building's perimeter as it rotated to the other side.
Oh my god. That is, man, Monokuma did like, wow, that was a lot of things to think of for setup for this building.
Which means the exit would be on the opposite side once you arrived at the other house,
I'm still a little confused by this, but okay.
And thanks to that, the tower we saw on our right side when we arrived at Grape House appeared on our left side when we were at Strawberry House.
Okay.
An elevator that rotates while it moves. Is that even possible? It's like something from an amusement park.
We're at an amusement park, Fuyuhiko. I think that's the point.
Well, a funhouse is an amusement park attraction, you know. And since the building doesn't really need to be structurally practical, it makes for some splendid fun.
That's not splendid at all. You're inhuman.
You say I'm inhuman, but I'm just a bear. So I was never human to begin with. I'm different from these lowly humans.
So we're done with the secret of the funhouse, right? Then let's start talking about the important stuff. What's the ultimate weapon that killed Nekomaru? And how'd they combine it with the pillar?
Huh? You still don't know what the ultimate weapon is yet? It's what I found at the Octagon, you know.
Is it the tower itself?
What is the Octagon? I haven't heard about that yet.
Oh my... I can't believe I have to explain that now. As long as you know what an octagon means, you can solve this simple mystery easily.
Oh my god! Because, it's all starting to come together now.
I see.
Which one was it? Was it Grape House that was the octagon shape?
Recall, an octagon is a shape with 8 sides, right?
I didn't expect you to know that. For a substitute reserve course student, you're quite knowledgeable. I guess I should continue listening. Where is the place befitting of the name
Oh,
Octagon?
shoot. Wait, oh, crap. It was the Grape Tower, yeah, because the strawberry was the vertical one. Okay, now it's literally pointing it out to me. Well, this one's a little bit easier than the last one. Oh, wait, what? Grape House is the isn't Grape House 6-sided? Oh,
Crap!
Never mind. Okay, even with, well, I feel dumb now. Oh wait, it's up here, because then it's got the added stuff here, right? Yes? Up here?
Here!
Okay. A little bit of a slip up, but...
You're talking about the secret room surrounded by concrete in the depths of the final dead room.
Why is that place the octagon?
You know how the 4-sided strawberry house is on top of the 6-sided grape house? If you cut a 4-sided shape out of a 6-sided one, you get 8 edges. It becomes an 8-sided shape.
There we go. Man, there's so much thought behind this. This is crazy.
That's basically the gist of it. The true identity of the octagon is that secret room in the depths of the final dead room. In actuality, that place contained various weapons.
Then the ultimate weapon was there too?
That's a little different. I learned the true identity of the ultimate weapon at the octagon.
Learned?
The true identity of the ultimate weapon is the Funhouse, which means the killer used the building structure as their weapon and killed Nekomaru.
Okay, so, yeah, I said the tower. Maybe they took the elevator and they moved it up to crush him somehow?
Like me, the killer probably realized the secret of the Funhouse from the scenery.
So there we go. So that confirms that the killer must have had to come in here.
And then thought of a way to kill making use of the building structure.
The funhouse itself is the weapon, so they killed using the building structure?
That's why the killer tried to keep us from learning the mystery of the building. But more importantly, using the building itself as a weapon? Such a spectacular crime. It truly deserves to be called the ultimate weapon.
Okay, Funhouse is the true identity of the ultimate weapon. What does this mean? How did the killer use that to murder Nekomaru? And who is the killer who did that? I am no closer to thinking, like, oh my god, usually, what am I, about an hour and a bit in? Usually I have some inkling of who it might be, but I'm still not sure who it could be.
Hiya!
Why hello there. I thought of a new bad word to call Monokuma. I can already tell I won't be pleased by this. Then let me say it right away. I'm already used to insults and slander. There's no way I'll get hurt by a mere word. Monokuma is a serious stuffalty. That's much more straightforward than I expected. Stuffalty, huh? That's not it. That's not it at all. Stupid, fat, and ugly. The perfect jet stream attack incorporating all three of these would be Stuffitly.
Huh?
There's a fat hidden in there?
Okay, everyone, all together now. Monokuma is a serious stoofatly.
Oh, Stufet. I knew I was going to pronounce it wrong because I pronounce everything wrong.
Hello. I hope your day is well. I'm trying to force myself to be more energetic, or else my mental state won't be able to keep up. My heart's thumping like crazy. I might as well have a laid-back so what attitude and go ahead with high energy. Yeehaw! Ah, but be careful that your batteries don't run out for various reasons. And just like I say each time, don't forget to save frequently.
I never expected the Funhouse itself to be the ultimate weapon.
It's not often that you see Chiaki get caught off guard.
Oh well, let's just press on ahead.
Just as I say that.
Is it really alright to accept a situation so easily?
I mean, that's not what's important. The thing that's really important is the killer who used the building structure. Like, who's Mekumaru's murderer?
Yeah, we're no close to figuring that out. I have no idea still who it could be.
But is it really okay to believe the building is the weapon? Nagito said it, you know.
There's no way I'd lie at such an important moment. I don't want to die either.
What happened to the bastard who kept
Yeah,
saying how much they
right?
didn't mind dying?
Man, he's changed so much.
She's right. There was a time when I thought I could become
He's
a
like, I don't have to be a stepping stone anymore,
hopes.
because that's Hajime.
I will sincerely retract that remark.
Retract?
I'm disappointed too, you know. If this was a murder for the sake of hope,
Oh, okay.
I'd happily sacrifice myself.
You say such falsehoods, per usual. There is no such thing as murder for the sake of hope. Murder is simply murder. Forcibly sacrificing others for one's own desires. Even one as diabolical as I would avoid such actions.
Well, the thing is, this one I feel kind of bad about because I don't really blame the murderer because, I mean, it was basically either one person dies or everyone starves to death. So this is the one where I most kind of sympathize with whoever did it. Not to say that I'm happy that Nekomaru is dead, but more than any other of the murders so far in this game, this is the one that I understand the most.
I see.
It's fine. Let's just leave him alone and find out who killed Coach Nekomaru as fast as we can. Just so you know, it's not like I'm getting hungry or anything, you know.
Akane! You're drooling waterfalls?
Maybe Akane did do it and she's like, I like Nekomaru, but I like food more. Nagito, as usual, I can't tell what he's thinking. I have no idea if he's serious or not.
Anyway, if the killer used the building structure, why don't we think about how they used it?
How they killed Nekomaru.
It might be better if we clarify the cause of death first, don't you
Okay.
think?
So we know for sure that it was his head came off, right? He was horribly damaged, as if he was beaten senseless with a blunt object. But if he was beaten with a blunt object, it wouldn't be a kill that utilized the building structure. So what was Nekomaru's cause of death that also utilized the building structure? Oh, I'm guessing it's crushed by the elevator. Because I was saying that, right? About how maybe they used the elevator to do it. Nekomaru's actual cause of death was getting crushed by the elevator. Oh, but the thing's not going away. I don't think I got it right. No. Okay.
Crap.
Shoot. Dang it. All right. Well, in that case... Okay, let me just skip this ahead. All right, let's say falling then.
I see!
Okay.
That's it. I think he might have died from falling.
Died from falling?
If the Funhouse's secret is that it's a structure where both towers and
Oh.
houses are vertically connected,
Okay.
then the killer made use of its height and caused Nekomaru to die from falling.
I gotta say, never in my mind did I think that would be the cause of death.
Are you saying they pushed him off? Where'd they push him off from?
It would have had to been Strawberry House. I would assume, because that's the highest point.
That, I don't know yet.
Don't just make things up when you don't know the method.
Okay, so I'm wondering, so the guys were in Strawberry House. And then they said they saw Nekomaru heading to the tower. So they are higher up than Grape Tower, so that's definitely plausible.
Where in that building would you even be able to push someone off in the first place?
It might be possible in the tower. You could push him off the 4th floor when the elevator is on the 1st floor.
Did you forget how the elevator
Yeah,
functions?
shoot.
When it's on the first floor, the door on the 4th floor won't open.
Ah. I did forget about that.
Saying he died from falling is truly incorrect. You should burn in the flames of hell.
but my gut is going crazy right now.
If Nekomaru died from falling, where did the killer shove Nekomaru from? If I'm going to reach the truth behind this incident, I need to solve that mystery next. I like how the strange feeling in the tower truth bullet comes up every time now. It's just taunting me.
When the elevator is on the first floor, you can't go through the door on the fourth floor.
It'd be impossible to shove off the victim from up there.
Then, how about this? After locking Mekamaru inside the elevator, they moved the elevator from the fourth floor to the first floor and made use of the drop.
Hold on! Did you forget the elevator has a sensor? As long as there's a moving object inside, the other door won't open.
Okay,
Which means the elevator wouldn't have moved either.
That must be the threshold of that elevator.
Alright. I need to make it clear so they understand that Nekomaru fell to his death. Looks like it's all up to me.
When the elevator is on the first floor...
Alright, let's, okay, so broken doorknob.
You can't go through the door on the fourth
tower,
floor.
Good night button. Kane's account.
It'd be
Fihiko's
impossible to
account.
shove off the victim from up there.
Alright, so let's go through. Okay, rumbling noise. We still don't know what that rumbling noise. I mean, I'm assuming it was the pillar falling, but maybe it was something to do with the elevator. And then there was this. Fihiko saw Nekomaru walking toward the first floor of Strawberry House at 5 a.m. So, yeah, so they are on the fourth floor. There was the contact elevator. That whole thing about broken at Grape House side, so the last person to use it would have arrived at Grape House. That's gonna come back at some point. And then there's the timing thing too. I'm getting distracted. Okay.
How about this? After locking Mekamaru inside the elevator, they moved the elevator from the fourth floor to the first floor and made use of the drop.
Hold on! Did you forget the elevator has a sensor? As long as there's a moving object inside, the other door won't open.
It's, okay, so...
Which means the elevator wouldn't have moved either.
He was talking about a moving object, but if
That must be the threshold of that elevator.
If they use that button to make Nekomaru fall asleep, then the sensor wouldn't register that there's something inside the elevator. Okay, let's try that.
When the elevator is on the first floor, you can't go through the door on the fourth floor.
It'd be impossible to
Then, after locking Mekamaru,
I hope that's right, because there's a whole bunch of other things it could possibly be, but I mean,
Hold
the
on.
fact they said
Did you
moving
forget the elevator
object.
has a sensor? As long as there's a moving object.
No, that's wrong.
Yeah, alright, back into it now. Got my mojo back.
That sensor should only work if something is moving. If Nekomaru wasn't moving inside, the elevator sensor wouldn't have detected anything.
Could it be his sleep mode?
When Nekomaru's goodnight button is pressed, all of his functions shut down, and he enters sleep mode. If he's in sleep mode, the elevator sensor wouldn't have noticed him, right?
I see. So that's how...
However, even if they moved the elevator in that manner, Nekomaru would have just moved along with it. There would have been no drop for him to fall and die from.
Because the floor moves, not...
That's what I was about to explain.
Oh, okay.
Before Kazuichi interrupted me.
Alright, Chiaki, thank you. Thank you for explaining things unlike Nagito.
Silence, pest!
Oh!
Now you're calling me a pest?
Oh, okay. I thought she was calling Chiaki a pest. I was like, oh no, my best girls are fighting right now. I can't deal with that. A way to create the drop inside the elevator while Nekomaru is still in it. Chiaki seems to have an idea, but what way could that be? Wait, she was just about to say it, so why do I have to... okay.
If you arrange it a certain way, you can cause the drop within the elevator.
So you're telling us all to think about the arrangement, right?
Okay, the arrangement.
That arrangement is...
The hammer is suspicious.
Oh,
Isn't
and now
it
we
about time we went over the
All
pillar
right.
again?
Oh no! Now I've got people to
What about the oil on the floor?
shoot. Man, there are a lot of things I can agree with here.
The doorknob on the floor seems suspicious.
How about we all shut up and listen to what
Yes,
Chiaki has
I
to
am
say?
agreeing with Kazuichi for a
Silence,
change.
pest.
Oh, I never
Don't
get tired
be
of her
so
shutting him
cold.
down, though. But
What if
no,
I start to enjoy it?
oh god. No, guys, seriously, why don't we just let Chiaki? She's literally about to explain it, and now we're all interrupting her. If Nekomaru is inside the elevator, how can you create a difference in elevation?
If you arrange it a certain way, you can cause the drop within the elevator.
So you're telling us all to think about the arrangement,
Oh, there's
right?
a lot. Okay, so the arrangement of the room that would
arrangement
cause
is...
him to be able to...
The hammer is suspicious.
Isn't it about time we went over the pillar again?
What about the oil on the floor?
Man, I'm kind of stuck here.
The doorknob on the floor seems suspicious.
Okay, let's go. Boy, there's a lot of stuff to look over here. Okay, so, I mean, the wire, I'm thinking the way that it was tied in a loop, it could be used as, like, a hanging thing that would maybe cause him to, like, to drop. Okay, so the oil on the floor, the tipped over pillar. I don't think the hammer, I'm sorry, Sonia, that I keep negating all of her plans. Or not her plans, sorry, but all of her, like, theories. But I don't think it's that. Oh, what were the other ones here? The broken doorknob. Oh, something Fuyuhiko said. Doorknob found under the tipped over pillar. The screws at the base were pulled out, and there are some scratch marks on the knob. One of the doorknobs from the far back says doorknob was originally attached to the door. Okay, so there's a wire. I'm sure I've missed something here.
How about we all shut up and listen to what Chiaki has to say?
Good night button. Oil on the
Silence,
floor.
pest.
Don't be so cold. What if I start to enjoy it?
Oh, there was the chain as well. I didn't look over the chain. Hold on. I don't know if that would help. Difference in elevation.
If you arrange it a
Okay.
certain way, you can cause the drop within the elevator.
So you're telling us all to think about the arrangement, right?
That arrangement is...
The hammer is suspicious.
Okay, I have a feeling that it's got to be something to do with this. So the fact, like, he's all wrapped up in it, and so maybe, like, he was hanging. So they would have had to tie that up to something and then let his body... That would cause the elevation. So, okay, so what would that be wrapped around? That would be wrapped around, not the chain. Oh my god, the doorknob. That's why it's got the scratch marks on it. And that's why it was pulled off the thing, is the force of Nekomaru falling probably pulled the doorknob. Okay, I think I got it. Alright, so, it was... Who was it?
Isn't it
Fuyuhiko?
about time we went over the pillar
Oh
again?
crap, I gotta pick the thing. Broken
What about
doorknob?
the oil on the floor?
No, it would be the wire, not the... Because he says the broken
The
doorknob.
doorknob on the floor seems
Eh.
suspicious.
There? Yes? Oh, no. Wait, what did I use to pick? Shoot, I thought the doorknob might have something to do with it, but I don't really know how. You should stop saying things that don't make sense.
If
Oh,
you
no,
arrange it a certain way,
I used the broken doorknob. I meant to use the
you
wire.
can cause the drop within the elevator.
So you're telling us all to think about the arrangement.
That arrangement...
Let's try that
The hammer
again.
is suspicious.
I feel like I'm on the
Isn't
right
it about
path with
time we
that.
went over the pillar again?
What about the oil on the floor?
The doorknob on the floor seems suspicious.
Yeah!
I agree with that.
Fuyuhiko, you did it good. Good job, my man. Good job. I don't suspect you. I just want everyone to know that I don't suspect
Didn't
Fuyuhiko.
the doorknob have scrape marks on it?
Yeah, alright. That one tripped me up a
Might
little
have
bit.
been where
but-
it got scraped by the wire.
So it wasn't a hanging. We thought, well, I mean, it was, but, like, I thought maybe it was a suicide thing. It's not to say it's... I mean, we can't rule that out completely, but it seems less likely that it was a suicide.
Is that the same wire that was tied around Nekomaru?
The tip of that wire was tied into a loop. If the elevator moved while that loop part hung from the doorknob...
If they did something like that, he would have been suspended in midair!
That's right. He was suspended in midair.
See, if Chiaki, if we just let her finish that, I wouldn't have had to do all that stuff, but I did.
Huh?
The killer tied up Nekomaru with the wire while he was in sleep mode. Tied the tip of the wire into a knot and hung it on the doorknob to the 4th floor. With that, they moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the 1st floor of Grape Tower.
Okay, and then they said the whole thing about the elevator. The last place it stopped was on Grape Tower, so after that happened, they must have broke the elevator. What does that mean? Does that mean it's gotta be a girl then? Oh, but then they could have... No, because then they can just use the passageway to get back to Strawberry Hall, so it could have been a guy as well. I'm getting ahead of myself, I think.
And suspended Nekomaru in midair.
Well, you know what? It makes me feel good. At least Nekomaru... At least he was in sleep mode for all this, and he didn't feel anything.
That's right! He was so well hung! Kinda like...
You better not finish that sentence!
The killer took advantage of the elevator's unique feature. Only the floor moves. By doing that, they created a drop so Nekomaru could fall to his death.
Too easy.
No. Alright, another one of these. Okay.
So what if they created a drop? There's no way you can make him fall and die with just that.
Why?
If Nekomaru is suspended in midair like that, then how do you get him to fall?
That is, yeah, I didn't think that far ahead,
Because if he's
actually.
suspended in midair, he won't die if he doesn't actually fall.
Damn, Kazuichi. That's a pretty, yeah, I gotta give him credit for that. It's a pretty good point.
Even if they suspended Nekomaru from a walk, how would they make him fall? There's no one in the tower to push him off. There's no way they could do that.
Hey, I'm getting better at this. I'm not, like,
It doesn't mean someone had to push him off. It's possible that he fell on his own.
Oh, okay. I've got to look over my information.
Nekomaru fell on his own? Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode, right?
Killer fragments.
If he was sleeping, there's no
alarm
way he
timer,
could do that to himself.
Radio clock.
Now's the top, but in that case, you still won't be able to explain the drop. Moving the elevator with Nekomaru inside is just impossible. End of story.
Hold on. Thanks to Kazuichi, I think I figured out how the killer dropped Nekomaru. If I use that evidence, I should be able to break through Kazuichi's remarks.
What? Nekomaru fell on his own? Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode, right? If he was sleeping, there's no way he could do that to himself. Now's the time if you want, but in that case, you still won't be able to explain the drop. Moving the...
Okay, hold on. All right, let's go through what he's saying here. Okay. Crap, what were the things again? The clock's alarm timer. The clock's alarm is at 7:30 as well. Oh, geez, right there. Okay, so that's, he would have woken up and I'm sure been like, oh no, so he was alive when he died. Well, that's upsetting. Okay, there's a radio clock too, but I'm pretty sure it's that. The whole thing about the 7:30, so he woke up from sleep mode, realized that he was suspended, then he tried to, like, I guess, wriggle himself out, and then he fell and killed him. He didn't kill himself, but I mean, he kind of did at the same time. Okay, I got it.
Elevator with Nekomaru inside is just impossible. End of story.
Okay, let's do this.
What? Nekomaru fell on his own? Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode, right?
Allow me to cut through those words.
All right, that one wasn't too bad.
What do you think would happen if Nekomaru woke up while he was suspended upside down in midair?
What are you saying? Like, how would he even wake up?
He has an alarm inside his body. As long as it was armed, it would have deactivated his sleep mode.
I don't know if Kazuichi just forgot about this, but given that he's like the ultimate mechanic and he should know about all of his Nekomaru's features, maybe he's playing dumb on purpose. I still want to believe it's him. I think that's why I'm,
Which means
I'm
the
holding out
killer
hope
set
it's,
the alarm before
Kazuichi.
they suspended Nekomaru.
If you woke up from an alarm and realized you were hanging upside down and had no clue why, if something like that happened to you, you would start panicking a lot, right? Instinctively, your body would start moving.
Oh, God.
Nekomaru probably did exactly that.
I took comfort in thinking at least he wasn't awake for it, but he was. That's a bummer.
And then, in order to make him fall from the force he was generating, the wire was hung on the tip of the doorknob so it would easily slip off.
Maybe if Nekomaru just stayed calm, he could have survived it.
In actuality, the scrape marks caused by the wire were near the tip of the doorknob.
Oh, okay,
right?
so yeah, it's from him struggling in it. Okay.
Nekomaru didn't fall because the wire came off, right?
He fell because the entire doorknob came off.
Oh, right, the whole doorknob came off, not the wire.
When Nekomaru awoke, he must have struggled much more than expected, which caused the doorknob to break off.
Was that unexpected for the killer too?
Well, that's probably it. If they knew it'd leave behind evidence like that, they would have at least tried to do something to cover it up.
The killer didn't expect the doorknob to come off. The reason that even happened was because... With a fierce roar, Nekomaru put all his power into grabbing the doorknob with both hands. But... that's so sad, like his strength and determination is what got him killed. If you break off the doorknob, we'll be stuck in here. If that's really what it was, then that's the clue Nekomaru left for us to find.
I see. So that's how Nekomaru fell to his death.
Do you finally understand now?
Yeah. It appears it's just as Miss Sonia said. I'm just a pest.
No.
No, I'm not just a pest. I'm a total fucking pig.
No, Kazuichi, don't go and have, like, a redemption arc and make me feel bad. I refuse.
Isn't that right, Miss Sonia?
Oh, there we go.
If I'm a fucking pig, you can say so.
Okay, I was about to be like, okay, maybe he's gonna have his moment like Fuyuhiko had, and... No, never mind.
No, I believe you gave your all.
Hey, why aren't you teasing me anymore?
Oh, now he's into it. Oh, he's like, what was the guy in the first one? The big anime nerd. Oh, what was his name? It started with an H. It's the same kind of thing where it's like, he's into that. He's into getting, like, insulted and stuff.
This guy, he gets off on this!
So thanks to that alarm, Nekomaru ended up falling while he was still hanging upside down. That doesn't mean he just crashed straight into the floor. Of course, you know that too, right?
It doesn't mean Nekomaru crashed straight into the floor. The moment Nekomaru fell to the floor, the only thing I can think of that happened to him was... that's how the pillar, and that's what everybody heard rumbling.
I see!
Sweet,
When
okay.
Nekomaru fell to the floor, he ended up colliding with the pillar. Isn't that it?
No, but wait, didn't they say that they heard the rumbling at like 5:30 in the morning? And then, but Nekomaru's thing was set to 7:30.
Finally, the pillar!
Guy's just like all into the pillar.
So that's how the pillar shattered, and why oil was spilled all over the place.
All right, so that, all right,
See,
cool.
I told you the pillar was the weapon. My gut was totally right.
In a roundabout way, I guess she kind of was.
Well, the pillar was a bonus. It's not even clear if the killer intended that, or if it was just a coincidence.
At this point, it is quite difficult to find a clue that will lead to the killer.
I know, still no, I have no idea who it is.
Then what about the alarm? I'm positive the alarm was set for 7:30 a.m.
Yes,
And if
okay.
we map it out from there...
Here we go. Now we're gonna get into another thing I knew was gonna come up, was the whole thing with the alarms.
Hold on, baby gangsta.
Stop calling me baby gangsta!
What'd you just say? Did you say the alarm was set for 7:30 a.m.?
You didn't check it yourself? Nekomaru's alarm was set for 7:30 a.m.
Nah, that's impossible. Because even though I slept in a little, I still got to the tower at 7 in the morning.
Okay, so maybe, yeah, maybe all of the other clocks were set differently because we have no way of knowing what time it is, so there's no windows.
Now that you mention it, so did I.
Aha, so this is the whole thing. It threw off the time where it's like, we all thought it was a different time than when it actually
There was no way
happens.
I could be late for Monokuma Tai Chi, so I left for Grape Tower before 7 a.m.
And if we found Nekomaru's body there, it would have been before the 7:30 a.m. alarm went off.
It appears yet another contradiction has been birthed. How were you able to discover Nekomaru died at 7:30 a.m. when you went to the tower at 7?
That's what I want to know!
Another mystery I don't understand. Seriously, it's just one after another. But I can't choke up at a time like this. Just a little more and I'll be able to reach the truth. There should definitely be a clue to breaking through this contradiction. Alright, so basically everything with clock, that's what I want to look at.
We headed for Grape Tower.
Alright, so we've got wall clock,
Before 7 a.m., I am certain.
clock's alarm timer,
But the alarm inside Nekomaru's chest
radio clock.
was set for 7:30 a.m.
Nekomaru died because of that alarm, right?
His time of death and the time the body was discovered. One of those must be an illusion.
The killer probably did some tampering. They probably messed with the clock inside Nekomaru's chest. That's gotta be it!
The alarm that caused Nekomaru's death rang at 7:30 a.m., but we discovered his body before 7 a.m. I need to crush one possibility at a time if I'm going to break through this contradiction. Alright, well let's go through all of the clues that have clock in it. Alright, so at 5:30 a.m., the alarm of the wall clock in the lounge on the Strawberry House's second floor started going off. Fuyuhiko was at the lounge by coincidence. Coincidence! Oh, there I go doubting him again, but... now the fact that the clocks may have been tampered and Fuyuhiko was up during it and claims he saw Nekomaru leaving at a certain time. Oh my god, it might actually be him. Oh, I don't know, guys. Maybe. And apparently Nagito was the only one who didn't hear it. Oh, okay, well there it is. It cannot be tampered with, not even to set the time. So there you go, it's the radio
We
clock.
headed for Grape Tower.
So that means someone did screw around with
Before
all of the
7
clocks.
a.m., I am
Oh
certain.
god, Fuyuhiko, please don't be you, my
But the alarm
man.
inside Nekomaru's chest was set for 7:30 a.m.
Nekomaru died because of that alarm, right?
His time of death and the time the body... One of those must be an illusion.
The killer probably did some tampering. They probably messed with
There
the
it
clock
is.
inside Nekomaru.
No, that's wrong!
Oh god, please don't be Fuyuhiko. Just the fact that he had the alarm in his hand, he said he saw...
No, the clock inside his chest was a radio
Oh
clock.
god,
So it
no,
would have
no,
been
no,
impossible
no,
to mess
no,
with.
please not him.
So you're saying there's no way the killer could have tampered with the clock?
Maybe the clock Miss Sonia saw was the one that got tampered with.
The clock inside Grape House?
No, I checked all the clocks inside the funhouse.
And that was... Nagito asked Fuyuhiko to check all the clocks too. He knew that that was wrong too.
Oh, that's what I asked you to do. So you really listened to me and checked all the clocks.
And because of that, I can confidently declare that all the clocks had the same time displayed.
Well, I mean, whoever went to that dead room could easily go back and forth between the rooms, or between the towers or houses or whatever, and they could change all the clocks themselves.
If there's no possibility that the time was tampered with, then we must doubt that human's testimony.
Please believe me, we are not lying.
Then maybe it's a misunderstanding?
Oh man, she's got Gundam fully wrapped around her finger.
I never misunderstand. I'll crush you into dog food.
This time-related contradiction, I don't think I should doubt the testimonies. I should doubt the clock. There's no mistake something was done, but what was it? Perhaps we've overlooked something. Maybe we're misunderstanding something. Think. If I focus and think, I should be able to find the answer to that mystery. Alright, it's another logic dive. These ones are getting a little bit tougher each time I do them, which I guess makes sense. Oh, whoopsie. Just as I say that. Oh, jump. Right. Jump. Oh, question 1. What did Hajime and the others misunderstand? Time in the building. Oh boy. Oh, okay. Should just slow down. Oh god, I gotta jump? Oh boy. Oh man, they're just adding more things to this, huh? Whew, okay. Alright, question 2. Which clock was tampered with? Okay. No, it was the building's clocks, because you can't tamper with Nekomaru's clock. Oh, alright. Oh, no, these things too. Gotta watch out for these. Okay. Jump. Oh, do I have to jump? Oh, geez, I was too busy looking up there. To see if I had to jump over to that thing, but I don't think I do. So I just gotta stay down here. Okay, question 3. Which house at the wrong time? It was both houses, because all the clocks were messed with. Alright, okay. These things are getting a little tougher in terms of the actual, like, stunts themselves, but the questions were pretty easy.
It's all coming together! You said you checked all the clocks inside the building. Isn't that right, Fuyuhiko?
Yeah, none of the clocks had the wrong time.
But what if all those clocks have been messed with?
What? All the clocks?
Come on, baby gangsta, please don't... No, I'm not. I'm not gonna believe it's you.
So even if you checked all the clocks inside the building, there's no way you'd have noticed it.
I see. So the killer messed with the time inside the whole building by changing all the clocks.
So that's what it was. There's no way I would have noticed that.
I'm choosing to believe you, Fuyuhiko.
This is truly fantastic!
Now's not the time to be pleased. More importantly, how much was the time off?
Oh, okay. So, she's right, that's the main problem. I need to clarify by how much the time was off after the killer messed with the clocks. It's definitely the next mystery. I'm going to reach the truth in one goal. I feel like now that I've gotten past the whole craziness of the building itself, the time part is a little easier for me to, like, understand and keep up with.
If the time in the building was all messed up, then we can only rely on Nekomaru's radio clock.
Because we had a couple of different...
time of death.
Oops, what did I do there?
Was clearly 7:30 a.m.
We had a couple of different people saying different times.
What time would 7:30 be?
So we know for sure
In
7:30
our
was Nekomaru's. That's when he died.
Are there any clues that can be used to narrow that down?
I feel like there's so
If only I
Fuyuhiko.
heard the sound when he fell.
Fuyuhiko said something about seeing
would have been a great
Nekomaru, and I
clue.
think Akane. We have Akane's account as well. And there's the
not the
strange
time to let
feeling in
out
the
a
tower
scream.
again, of course.
Only Nekomaru's alarm was loud enough. We would have heard it too.
There's no point in saying that. If does not exist in this world.
By how much did the killer adjust the time inside the building? How would I even figure that out? All right, now that I've
If the
gone
time
through
in
it
the build-
once, I have a feeling it's either going to be Akane's thing or Fuyuhiko's thing, because they both talked about being awake at the time, and so let's see Akane's first. Oh my god, right there, 5:30 a.m. So she heard the rumbling noise. That was, that must have been Nekomaru falling and hitting the pillar and knocking it over. But I'm just going to see Fuyuhiko's as well. Okay, so he saw him walking at 5 a.m., so that's not the time of death, so it's got to be Akane's.
The building was all messed up. Then we can only rely on Nekomaru's radio
I don't even
clock.
feel like I need to see the other ones.
The
We're
time of
talking about
death.
time.
It's clearly 7:30 a.m.
Okay, so that's not what I'm
Problem
disputing.
is, what
We're
time would
talking.
7:30 be?
Yeah, exactly.
In our time.
I feel like somebody said something about hearing a sound.
Are there any clues that can be used to narrow that down?
If only I heard the
Oh,
sound
right there,
when he
right there,
fell.
right there, right there.
I agree with that.
Yeah, Sonya. I kept disagreeing with her on everything, so I'm glad
That's
I finally
right.
got to agree with
We
her
should
on
have heard the
something.
sound he made when he fell. Wasn't it that rumbling noise?
Rumbling?
I thought it was just an earthquake, so I went back to sleep. Was that the sound from when Nekomaru fell?
Well, a huge body fell from the 4th floor to the 1st, and the pillar fell with it.
There was someone who said they didn't. Was it Nagito who said he didn't hear the rumblings?
Obvious we'd hear the impact sound.
I think everybody heard it except him.
We heard that noise too.
It was when we were gathered at the Strawberry House Lounge.
Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
What is it, Sonia?
Uh-oh.
Oh, well. That sound
Oh,
everyone
no.
heard? I did not hear it at all.
Oh, no, she didn't hear it.
Huh?
What?
You probably didn't hear it because you were sleeping.
Oh, no.
I could not sleep at all. I was awake the whole night with hunger pangs.
Oh, crap. What does this mean?
There's nothing to worry about. What's important is that rumbling noise anyway.
If we use that rumbling
Stop
sound
trying
as a
to defend
reference,
her,
we
although
might be able to figure out how much our time was
I
off.
kind of want to defend her, too.
I heard that sound probably around 5:30 in the morning.
And then Fihiko saw Nekomaru heading toward the lounge at... Or not the lounge, heading towards the tower at 5.
Huh? You can tell?
I instantly woke up and left my room. And that's when I saw the clock in the lounge.
Excellent work, Akane!
Okay, if that rumbling sound we heard was at 5:30 a.m., it's like the answer to how much our time was off. Oh, yeah, 2 hours, 5:30 to 7:30.
I see!
Nekomaru's alarm went off at 7:30, and if we heard the sound of his impact at 5:30, that means our time was off by 2 hours.
2 hours? That much?
We were starving pretty badly. There's no way we would have noticed.
Plus, the Funhouse has no windows. And there weren't any Monokuma announcements either.
My stomach's tightening a bit. I feel like we're gonna get to the killers, who they are soon.
However, for what reason did
But
the killer
why didn't-
alter our perception of
Why
time?
didn't Sonya hear the rumbling?
The reason is obvious. So they can lure out just Nekomaru.
Lure out only Nekomaru.
If you messed with the
Oh.
clocks and used a specific thing, you definitely get Nekomaru to the tower alone, right?
Okay, use a specific thing.
From there, the killer's plan was a splendid success. That's all it means.
Besides messing with the time, the killer used a specific thing? If they were trying to lure only Nekomaru, then that specific thing is... Oh, the Tai Chi was at... Oh, okay. Yeah.
I see!
That's it. The killer made use of the Monokuma Tai Chi activity in the morning.
Yeah, so because his thing would just be... He would be the only one going by his clock.
How did they use it?
We were required to go to Grape Tower every morning at 7 a.m. for that activity, right? But if they mess with all the clocks inside the building, what would that do to us?
We wouldn't be able to attend on time, but that wouldn't affect Nekomaru.
Yeah.
His radio clock had the exact time.
That's right. In doing so, the killer was able to lure him to the tower by himself at the precise time.
Man, it just blows my mind how good these kids are at murdering people.
Then, when I witnessed Nekomaru early in the morning,
If I recall, you witnessed Nekomaru around 5 a.m.
Okay, so in that case, we can rule out Fuyuhiko. So he says he claims to have seen him, but I don't doubt that he did, which means he wouldn't have had... I'm assuming he wouldn't have time to go and do all that stuff, but maybe
And if that time was also 2 hours off, it should have been 7 a.m. Yeah, that's pretty much it. At that time, he was heading over to Monokuma
No,
Tai
I'm
Chi,
guessing that someone
right
was
on
there.
schedule.
Someone was there waiting for him, so I doubt it was Fuyuhiko.
I see. Now that I think about it, I realize what Monokuma meant when he said those words.
What
Too
words?
early. He didn't
What?
even ask you yet.
What words? How outrageous. I honestly didn't expect everyone to ditch Monokuma Tai Chi. But it turned out like this after all, so I guess it can't be helped. Wait, so, okay, everyone ditched Tai Chi, so he didn't make it in time?
When you said everyone, you were including us,
Oh,
right?
okay.
We thought we came to the tower on time, but in truth, it was
Oh
way
my
past
god,
the
they slipped right by me. I didn't even make that connection.
Ah, jeez! That's, well, how should I put it? What was it? You know, tripping over a foot, or something like that.
Are you talking about tripping over someone else's fault?
Wrong! Too bad!
Liar! I'm right!
That's not it! It's incorrect!
That's
Okay,
definitely the correct answer.
I don't care about their back or forth. I want to
like this.
get back to the trial.
Let's just ignore the peanut gallery. Now that we've found out how the killer lured Nekomaru, the number of suspects has drastically decreased.
Okay, so, oh boy. Huh?
Hey, why would that decrease the number of suspects? Don't be a friggin' liar!
Alright, Nagito, please spell it out for me, cause,
You'll know
yeah.
I'm not lying when you listen to what Fuyuhiko's going to say
oh
next.
no. No. Fuyuhiko, what do you have to say?
Huh? What the hell do you mean?
What? No. No.
You witnessed Nekomaru going toward the tower. Did something else happen after that?
What?
Are you talking about that alarm?
The alarm going off.
Alarm?
Okay, that's right, I forgot about
A
that.
little while after I witnessed Nekomaru, the clock in the Strawberry House lounge
My
started
heart
going
is just
off.
going bum 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 bum. Like I feel like we're about to get to something here.
Plus, it was just before that rumbling sound occurred. That's it. So that's what it is. If
Okay.
Nekomaru died when the rumble happened, then whoever doesn't have an alibi at the time is the prime suspect.
Okay. Oh, shit. Okay, so, wait a minute. All the guys except... Okay, so who was there? So it was Fuyuhiko, Gundam was there, Kazuichi, so Nagito was the only of the guys there, but what about the girls? There's nothing... None of the girls? I don't know if they have alibis? I'm thinking about the time thing.
Really? Was there anyone who didn't have an alibi at that time?
I remember now. The sound was so loud I couldn't help bolting from my room. But there was one guy who never left the lounge. We were both on the same floor. It's pretty weird that bastard never came out of his guest room.
Which means that person does
Oh my
not have an
God.
alibi for when Nekomaru fell?
No way, are they saying Nagito?
Who is it? Who's the bastard?
No way. It's whoever doesn't have an alibi. You have got to be shitting me. Oh my god. Okay, I know I say this every time, but if this is right, this is ridiculous. This is insane. Oh my god, Nagito, did he do it?
You're the only one!
Oh my god.
The one who wasn't
Oh.
there. It's you, right, Nagito?
This can't be it.